everyone, welcome back to the Stone House. I wanted to take a second and just thank everybody for putting in some ideas for the new intro, and I wanted to also take a second just to say thank you to everyone that was concerned over my back. A project like this can certainly hurt you long term, and I really appreciate everybody's concern for me. Just trust me, I only work weekends. It's like 4 hours a day at the most, Saturday and Sunday. And then all week long, I just sit in my comfy chair in air conditioning and I heal up. So I don't want anybody to think that I'm busting it too hard. Though I have busted it pretty hard, but I haven't busted it too hard. So we're starting wiring, and it's exciting for me. It's something that I've looked forward to for a long time. I'm placing boxes and picking the height at what I want my boxes, and I think it's going fairly well. It's hard to overthink this kind of thing, and I really do like overthinking stuff. What else do I need to say? So I want to show you, before I start, is the electrical boxes I chose for my project and why. It's got 2 screw holes here and 2 on the front. So it goes on the stud like that. So normally when you put a box on like this, you kind of hold it. You gauge about a 1/2 inch gap here, because usually you put up sheetrock that's a 1/2 inch thick. And then you hold the box and then you nail it on, and then you have a 1/2 inch gap. But what happens when you allow for that 1/2 inch gap, and then you say, you know what, I don't want to do 1/2 inch sheetrock anymore. I want to do 3/4 inch material. So then you say, okay, so 3/4 inch material is going to go up there. Well, guess what? That box now is recessed 1/4 inch. So what's really cool about these boxes is you can just take this screw, unscrew this, and then boom, my box is back to flush. So yeah, they're adjustable. And I just thought that was such a good idea, because I might do sheetrock on one wall, I might do thick wood on another. We don't know. So these will be really nice. Do you want a plug-in on the inside of your closet? I don't see how it hurts to do a plug. And I'm thinking, say you had something that you wanted to charge, a drone or a skateboard. That's a bad example. I don't think you need a plug in a closet. I can't think of a reason that you'd need a plug in a closet. A plug-in nightlight? Why would you want that? You don't need a plug. Do you need plugs? You don't. Nope, you don't. So I'm thinking the light switch for the closet can easily go here. You open up the closet door, flip on the light, and then you're good to go. I don't have a house with closet lights right now, so I don't know if that's what you're supposed to do. People will probably mistake this switch for the light switch. And that will be my fun little joke, watching people do that all the time. So I'm going to recap. If it goes my way, the door will open in, The light switch to the room will be right there. Got a couple plugins there, one low, one high for this desk area. Another plug right there. Those two plugs are 8 foot apart. These are as centered as I can get them as far as being symmetrical. 2 on this wall. This is a double. So if you put a desk right here and you have computers and printers and whatever else gets plugged in, you have a double right there by the desk, and then another one, and another one. So that's it, pretty basic. I definitely measured and overthought everything that I could. This is more or less just me experimenting, and this is the best way to learn. So I'm gonna put them in, and then, you know, if they're wrong, then I'll just take them out and do them over. So that's it. It's a pretty short day today. I think I was only here for maybe 2 hours. I guess once I find out that this is good, then I might just keep putting boxes in the other rooms. I think I do have enough boxes to be able to do all my light switches and plugins. It's really hot, so I'm gonna go home. We're gonna go spend some time with family. I really appreciate you guys following along with us. It really does help keep me motivated, and it keeps me honest. If I didn't have a camera rolling and recording my every movements, I could get sloppy for sure. So you guys keep me honest, and I appreciate it. So if you like the video, hit the thumbs up. If you really like the video, I really appreciate the shares. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. It's kind of like a goal that I've set for myself with no time frame. I just would love to get to 1,000, and I would say that we're relatively close. We have 800 and some odd subscribers right now, and this is awesome. And I really appreciate you guys coming along and being part of this with us. So as always, thanks for watching, and we will see you next week. It's so hard to put a smile on my face when I'm sweating. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Stone House. New intro. It's significantly more, right? I always say right, and I hate that I say that. I hate that I do that. Stop. Stop. So the regular blue box, 30 cents a piece. These are $2.39 a piece. If I'm gonna start fretting over $400, I probably should not have bought an old house and completely gutted it and renovating it the way we are, because $400 is just. I don't want to come off like a TV show. You know, you can't script this sort of thing. You know, I'm just some dude where him and his wife wanted to buy like a super old house, and we're trying to renovate it, and we don't really know what we're doing.